Howdy folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country, where I react to non-pop country music reactions, and this song is no exception. John Conlee and MontaukEd made a gift to me, to the channel, for me to do this one. So thank you, Ed, for that. And for folks who are new to the channel or just wondering how to make a gift to the channel for me to do a song, it's in the description box below. It's pretty simple. 25 bucks via PayPal or Venmo, and I get the song up within a day. Very rarely 2 days, sometimes even the very same day, depending on my workload. But I'm doing John Conlee's A Lot of Things Different. And John, it turns out, is from Kentucky, and I happen to be wearing my Kentucky hat. He's from, I guess you'd say Versailles. I might say Versailles. That's how the French would say it, but I'm not French. But he's from Kentucky. And I don't know the song. It's a reaction. And I've done a number of John's songs. So we're going to find out here. Ed has turned us on to one of the most amazing artists. Just entrancing is a good way to capture her voice. Sammy Smith. And I happen to know John's music. So let's find out. Here we go.
I'd have spent a lot more time out in the pouring rain without an umbrella covering my head. And I'd have stood up to that bully when he pushed and shoved and called me names, but I was too afraid. And I'd have gone on and seen Elvis that night he came to town. Mama wouldn't let me. And I'd have gone skinny dipping with Jenny Carson that time she dared me to, but I didn't. Oh, I'd have done a lot of things different.
But, wait, I gotta predict, but he wouldn't have done anything different with her because he got the girl. Is that where we're going with this? Let's find out.
I wish I'd have spent more time with my dad when he was still alive. But now I don't have the chance. And I wish I'd have told my brother just how much I loved him before he went off to war. But I just shook his hand. And I wish I'd have gone to church on Sunday mornings when my grandma begged me to. But I was afraid of God.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
And I wish I would have listened when they said, boy, you're gonna wish you had. But I wouldn't.
That's life.
Oh, I'd have done a lot of things different. People say they wouldn't change a thing, even if they could. Oh, but I would.
Oh, nice.
There was this red dress she wanted one time so bad she could taste it. I should have bought it, but I didn't. And she wanted to paint our bedroom yellow and trim it in blues and greens, and I wouldn't let her. Wouldn't have hurt nothing. Oh, and she loved to be held and kissed and touched, and I didn't do it. Not nearly enough. And if I'd have known that was gonna be our last dance, I'd have told that band to play on and on, on and on and on. I'd have done a lot of things different. People say they wouldn't change a thing, even if they could. Oh, but I would.
Good Lord.
Yes, I'd do a lot of things different. Oh,
You're gonna clap.
I'd have done a lot of things different. Great song. Thank you.
Knew it. Knew it. Oh, man. All right. So, the butterfly effect comes into play here. And this, if you go back and change one detail in your life, the other details play out differently. It's kind of like in a football game when you're sort of in the fourth quarter, or maybe there's 5 minutes left in the game, and you're thinking, gosh, if we had just converted that one first down in the second quarter, maybe scored, we'd be up by 8 points now or whatever. But there's action reaction. The other team is adjusting their style of play based on what you do. Maybe you'd be losing by more now and not up by the point spread, the points that you think you'd be up, because there's action reaction. And it's the same way in life. Yeah, you wish that certain things didn't happen, or you didn't say that mean thing to that person or that kid or whomever, or your boss and got fired. I don't, you could look back at a number of things, but your life would have played out differently, and maybe it would have played out better. I mean, certain things we can look at and just say, yeah, it would have played out better had I not done that, or had I actually done that thing. And if you're going to be in balance in life, you've got to look at the good things as well as the bad things. Like, you've got to look at if you're going to look at your weaknesses, you got to also look at your strengths, because you've got them. The only reason you see weaknesses is because you have strengths. But we tend to take the strong things, the good things, the things we approve of for granted. And the deficiencies, if you want to call them that, that's what I call them, things that we don't really like about ourselves or that we've done, are deficiencies. You're weighing them against one another. So if you're going to see one, but life plays out differently. Maybe if you hadn't got fired from that one job, you wouldn't have met the person you eventually married, for example, or you would have wound up in a different part of the country, or a year later the company closed down, or you just don't know. And that's the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect is the theory that a butterfly flapping its wings, say in Africa, becomes a hurricane in the United States a month later, because it's the domino effect. It just sort of sets things in motion. And life is so dynamic that, yeah, you might go back and do things differently, but then maybe your standards would change. If everything was going well in life, then suddenly you're looking at the nuances of things that aren't quite right, and you might become an unbearable perfectionist. So this is how I look at things. It's one of the reasons I love life coaching, because I get to share these ideas with people to let them off the hook when they think, they're not all they should be. And then other times people do need to make adjustments. It would help them modify the way they think. But frequently we can be our own worst enemies without knowing it, because we just don't know how to think about certain problems that we're having. But man, did John sing this thing beautifully. I got goosebumps that one time. I'm like, oh my gosh. And you just know everybody in there was just feeling it. Bill Anderson knew the song. And I mean, that's a testament as well. So, all right, Ed, look at you, Ed. Look what you did to me again. You always do this to me. I appreciate that too. John sang that with such a patience, with such just a beautiful. I didn't really know where he was going with it, and obviously I made my guess in the beginning, but he's going to be like, but one thing I wouldn't do different was ask you to marry me or whatever. It wasn't anything like that. I'd have changed a bunch of things in life. Other people said they wouldn't, and he would have. I probably would have a few things in my life as well. All right, I'm rating this song. Man, I don't know if this could go in the premarital counseling playlist. I don't think so. This is just a life song for anybody. But I have to go with the number. I kid you not. I don't even know. Well, 9.8 is what popped into my head, Ed. It's one of these songs that's right up my philosophical alley. Like I love curiosity. I love contemplating thoughts. I love getting material to plug into my brain to exercise various ways of thinking about things, as evidenced by thoughts that I shared. And I'm sure you folks have a lot of your own things to share too. So that's a 9.8. That's a life lesson song right there. It just, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, it'll certainly help you put things in perspective. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Tip of the hat to you, Ed, my Kentucky hat. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
And I wish I would have listened when they said, boy, you're gonna wish you had.